Two of the 2x4 tents. And you can see I'm standing out here because I have nothing else to add.
I'm gonna change my
section where I transplanted, and I was thinking, all right, I'm not going to do the outro right now. I'm going to show them in a couple of days.
Show you right quick.
Realistically, I'm transplanted. The seeds are
These right here,
they weren't stored
change these
properly like I thought.
Maybe change it. I'm gonna put it longer to push it up more. Yeah,
and I transplanted, but I'm still not positive exactly what's going to happen, and so that's why I'm wrapping the episode up. The short one, but it does show you what happens when you pop old seeds, how to transplant. It's actually another they're still under the dome.
Using this right quick.
And then
I'm gonna change these right
what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the seeds,
Make them
I'm
more
going to show you how
longer.
much they've grown, and then we're going to go over, okay, did we transplant, did we not, are they all the same size, how's the health, all sorts of stuff. The humidifier gets that dome test on, and that'll make sure that at least the humidifier and the environment is dialed in, and everything's ready to go. So until next time, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, tell your friends about this stuff. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And until the next time, I will see you on the next Build Soil video.
These right quick. I guess. These pipes are more thicker. Pipes are more thicker. Fall. Well, you got going inside oil, water on your fertilizer. I ain't going to use these today, not at all.
Definitely different size. The other thing that may happen is out of two plants in our small growth pit, one may dominate the other in size, depending on the genetic background of the seeds you're growing. So we're going to go through all of that together. And before I get over to germinating the seeds, I want to tell you exactly what we're going to do, and then I'll show you the setup we're going to use. But I have a little tiny setup because we're going to start off in smaller containers. What seeds are we popping? Well, those of you that follow me for over a decade, you'll know that we ran a lot of Bodhi seeds back in the day. And part of the reason why is he's just an authentic, really nice human that has some of the best genetics around. Everybody is growing in the living soil.
If you see this real quick,
he's got access to some amazing cuts and search for glow, and so he became very important to the local soil. And he would send us seed gift packs, and we would share soil with him, and so I'm bringing it back full circle to some older seed packs that I have that I really want to pop, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure these were kept perfect. He sent these to me direct, but I believe I may have bought these. Maybe he gave them to me. I can't remember. I bought a lot of Bodhi seeds back in the day. But the oldest pack here is the Lemon G 88 G1380. And so it's a half plant cross from Lemon G. And this one's pretty cool because my buddy too, who's in South Africa now, my wife uses his tiger's blood every day. We've got the formula here. He was growing seedling varieties before anybody knew what it was. Lots of history there if you follow too, Frank. But in any case, two, as far as I understand, is responsible for bringing that Lemon G to Ohio, to Colorado, and I grew plenty of Lemon G, and it is just really chirps. It had an interesting structure, and it wasn't like my favorite herb, but I really did what it chirps. And it's been so long. I want to experience that again. So bringing it back with the half plant, I expect some really good sized polas. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping they germinate. The next one we have is called Papoose. This is more recent. It's still old, but it was more recent. You can tell by the newer seed pack instead of the green ones. And this is a headband loompa. And there's a lot of seeds in there, it says, and it looks like there's 9 or 10 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 seeds in here. So we're going to pop it now. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to show you what setup we're running, and then I'm going to talk about the numbers that you use.
Connected to
this side,
that I'm going to use to connect to.
If you watch the last one, we've got an HLG quantum board in here. I cleaned everything out. I kind of left the camera up while I was cleaning, so we'll probably show you some of that. I put the humidifier back in here. We're probably going to set up a dual humidifier to have both environments really dialed in. We'll talk about the environment. We're going to teach you every step of the way. But the classic build-a-soil method, the starter kit version, is to start with a 15-gallon grassroots fabric pot. Now, I've used these several times. We're going to be reusing them again. And we're going to fill it up with soil. That's the starter version. We're going to teach you the process. How to fit it inside the tent. sectioning the plants, we'll do it all.
This is
The
what
only thing we're going to add to the starter kit, which makes it slightly more advanced, we're going to have the blue mat drip rig. I really like using the blue mat. It's going to make
she's right here. I was going to return this back.
The other reason is, if you learn water properly, and you see how well the blue mats work, it will blow your mind. It will change your opinion, keep you water better. If that's a thing. The other side, we're going to do the true beginner starter kit. Now, anybody can use it, even advanced growers, swear by it. This is the Earth Box. So, I've used this several times. We'll go over the setup. The reason why this is the ultimate starter kit, in my opinion, is you don't need a reservoir, you don't need to hook up blue mats, you don't need to do anything special. It comes with a reservoir already built in, and then it comes with a tube. And the tube goes down to the bottom, and you actually put the water below the soil, and the soil sits above it. And if you're new to this, it's game changing. The reason why Alan taught me this back in the day when I first started using Earth Boxes, but it mimics kind of like an underground water, and or plants growing near water, and their roots will go in the water and drink clean water unlimited amounts, and balance that with a really nutrient-rich soil. And what's so unique is that when you're learning living soil, and you've made a recipe with lots of nutrients in it, and you're learning the water, getting the water right, that's everything. If there's too much water, there's not enough air that places it. And if every drop of water that's in there, when you start getting to the underwater side, is loaded with nutrients from your recipe soil, it's possible it'll be difficult for your plant to grow as efficiently as once it gets really optimized. And so the Earth Box allows you to have a buffer where the soil is living soil, and so it already has a lot of buffering capacity and will be easy to work with. But then it can take from the mulch layer, it can eat from the soil, but still pair that with clean 0 part per million water, meaning like no nutrient water. And it can drink clean water without being forced nutrient from the soil, and it's just binding to it. And you're really being a steward. And so the reason why I think it's the best beginner is it just shows you how to water. It shows you what a plant can do when it's watered properly.
So look, it's
the other thing, scientifically speaking, when you're bottom watering, you're not getting all of the air at the top of the soil. And so you can be slightly more wet, which supercharges these size of containers. And the reason why I'm doing both is a lot of people will start with an Earth Box, and then you'll get kind of stoked on the idea of keeping your soil forever and using it again and again. And then Earth Box, it's about 10 gallons of soil, maybe 9 gallons of soil, and there's a couple gallons of water underneath. And as you mound it, it does work better, but eventually, you're still going to want to dump it out for use. And you may be thinking, what would a bigger container do? And so that's why we're going to show you the no-till 15-gallon minimum starter. I see even better results in 20s and 30s. But 15 is a great starter size. It fits very easily in the 2x4 tent. I'll be able to have 2 containers, really maxing out the tent. Where on the Earth Box, it's hard, you can't really fit 2 containers. You can fit 4 in a circle in a 4x4. You can fit, but they're just so powerful. I'm probably going to put 2 plants in there. A lot of beginners make that mistake. It's not really a mistake. I prefer 1 per. So a lot of people will want to put 2, and I think that's how we're going to demonstrate. So now let's go through what the setup should look like. I promise we'll show 4. This one got a Grandmaster light in there, just like last time. I cleaned out the Earth Box in there. I might switch. I might put the 15s over here since this is a strip. And that one's a quantum board. The height is really the main difference. And we'll talk about the differences in grow lights as we get into the environment, because this is the Teach You to Grow series with 2x4s. We're going to go pretty detailed on all the steps that are involved here. And the goal will be to drop a video once per week and answer all of your questions. We got the seeds. We got the setup kind of discussed. So now it's time to do this. And I probably should have done this in the beginning. I'm going to use cocoa points. And I'm going to get them going, and then I'm going to try and explain exactly why we use them versus like the seeds.
This one right here. You see this right here?
Because I want you to see on your face.
I got to change
These are what I'm recommending. They're the most forgiving. We'll explain kind of what that means. But in the meantime, I want to get them silky to show you how quickly they expand and what they look like. So before I do that, I've got 2 products here. I'm not going to use the Rootwise today. You can cover seeds in it. I typically prefer to use the Rootwise in many ways. I just want to get it in contact with the seed.
This wire like quick over here.
Take the seed right now. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to put aloe in my water. My seeds are a little cold. Take advantage of every little trick I have to get them to germinate.
Move the
and
water.
I'm going to use root wise to once the seeds have come.
Yeah.
So for the aloe, this is our horticultural aloe. I'm going to put in about 1
Friend,
teaspoon here.
I don't know what's going on here.
1 gallon of water.
Like it's not on.
Not very much.
Move it.
So the cocoa corns, they have kind of a pre-drilled hole. They're made out of cocoa corn from charcoal. They work really well. The reason why I use them is because any soil, it's possible with your super expensive seeds, you can get a little damping off. You can blow the water a little bit easier. Like if I'm filling up trays of veggie seeds, I just use the seedling soil. It fits so well in the trays. Put 2 seeds per hole. Like with old seeds, I want them to stem. Something where there's no issues whatsoever on that really deep seed starting to life. So normally, I'm like, well, survival in the fittest, right? But you're a brand new grower and you got some special seeds. I want you to take every possibility to make sure you don't have to learn hard lessons. And damping off is just so real. No matter what your organic soil is, it's not sterilized. It's full of
That little part right there.
But when you're starting seeds,
Should bother me.
and that might be a problem for
Not
you.
really.
And
But
what
when I run these over here, it should be
you
going
might
straight.
water more than once. And that second watering could lead to damping off.
So good to baby. Let's see you get that. Cut this right quick.
Where if you copy what I do,
See,
it's going to be the same.
it does.
Where if you take soil and it's different moisture in the bag, and the water is slightly different, and do things differently, you're going to get a slightly different result. So this is very duplicatable. I want to teach it to you. I've got a little bit of aloe in the water, and I'm going to be popping seeds. I really do need to determine the number. So before I throw these in there, I need to see how many I'm going to pop. Now, they're all packs. I want to pop them all. You probably shouldn't do that if you got fresh seeds and you're out of limited space. So here's how to think about it. Usually about 60-50. So we're going to call it 50-50, and I think you'll be safe. And they may not all pop. So if you need 2 females for your hen, you really want to have
Guy right in his face.
just in case.
The brother as soon as possible. But I'm gonna put this in this thing. Put this right in here.
All 6 will pop.
Right up in his mouth.
If we're brand new to this,
Feel me?
I keep that to pop the whole pack.
Put it in
Share
here.
some cheese with some friends or something if you have great success. But the
And
fear is
then I'm
that
gonna put it right in
one
here.
doesn't germinate, and you're only popping 2 seeds per side, or 4 seeds per side, and it wasn't a 50-50 on the females. Luck of the draw. So if you have the seeds, and you're not so worried about discarding a few if they all germinate, I recommend popping more than you need. Otherwise,
Well,
you
you don't need that
can
much,
be
but
very,
not
very
wrong.
stingy, so to speak, with how many you pop. But just know it can come back to bite you a little bit. So, and I will be maybe bringing some home or whatever. I'm not going to let any of these go to waste. And so I will probably just be testing them all here, depending on if they germinate. They may not. We may be just starting this entire thing over again with different seeds. But I gotta try.
Baby.
So it looks like there are, it says
I got
11.
in the weed.
It's crazy, they never opened that and there's 9. The Bodie, dang it. Normally it's always over too, that's crazy. So 9 seeds out in there. This one says 11, I'm about to open it. Break the seal. It just feels so right. Oh, they're inside the original pack. That's kind of cool. Okay.
Showing the video of what I'm doing, so y'all ask them about what's going on. With my stuff, what's going on with this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I repair this so I have more space to get in this.
All right, perfect. So that's 21. So 1.
And see if it works. Bring this
2,
down.
3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 21. You're going to be completely full. We'll see what happens. You can see they're already expanding pretty quickly. They just maxed out. I don't want to get that way. Okay. Put this under here. So, that I don't need. Packs of seeds. This is a big day. Very excited. I've been wanting to talk to you forever. And, you know, the seeds don't last forever.
No.
So if you got seeds you want to talk, it's like, you need to get that done. I'm going to be just using some basic domes and tray. I have the green extendable dome, and I like those so much. I have one over here with some sweet potatoes in it. I'm going to show you. I'll explain the reason why I like it. This is the veggie area, but see that? I have these domes. They're my favorite. I've got sweet potatoes in here right now because we're making some slips to plant.
I was working.
And the reason why I like it is because it's bigger than the seedling tray. And so if you're using these to hold your cocoa coins, and you put the dome on it right here, it can leave a little air around the edge. And it can dry the seedling on the edge when you're doing full trays. Where when you use that green one, you can put the full tray in it and go all the way around and seal. And it's perfect and has tons of room. And then when you're done, you can take the lid off. And you can
That had the dope
put
again.
in the same
You can see
container.
the reflection, right? Alright.
However,
I'm lying.
I'm not going to we got the garden going, and so I don't have
Next,
infinity of those, and we do offer these. And this is a 50 cell head. You can see by counting across the top of the slide, and now that's a standard 50 flat. And the cocoa points,
Look, the most space.
And why do you do like that? I like the 50 cell, it's so easy. And then we're using our mega super heavy duty tray, which you can like basically, if two people hold it, you can hold it. Like a guy standing.